In lesson number 12, we're going to learn about flat signs and what a flat does to a note. A flat is an accidental that lowers the pitch of a note a half step. So let's start off by writing our name at the top, just real quick. All right, try to make that quick. Don't take forever just to write your name. A flat sign looks like a B. Let's start off by marking an X on the flat keys below. So I got to use my keyboard here. Remember the group of 3 accidentals. First note is F. Group of 2 accidentals, the home key is C. So if I find B, which is right below C, and I go down a half step, that's my B flat. Now C, D, E, here's my E, down a half step, E flat. So all I'm doing is drawing an X on that note. So home key F, G, down a half step. Home key C, here's D, down a half step, D flat. Home key F, F, A, F, G, A, down a half step, A flat. Here's my C. Now I'm going down a half step for C flat, and it's only there because I don't have an accidental here. So here is my C flat. So when you're drawing a flat sign, it's basically a B, but it's right in the center of the line, or it could be in the space between 2 lines. Okay? We want to be very neat and legible with your flat signs, just like you are with note heads. So on number 4, I'm drawing a flat sign on the correct note or space as indicated by the note name. So good boys, you got a B flat. So all cows eat. Here's my E. So I'm going to draw my flat sign to where that open space is in the space. A, I could do it down here or I could do it up here. Okay? We just want to make sure that it's in the space or intersecting a line. D, good boys do. G, good. Okay, or I could go all cows eat grass. That's another G. You only have to do one of those. C, so C flat is here, and an F, F flat is here. So you can have C flats and F flats, even though on a keyboard you know that a C flat just goes down a half step, which is the same as the note B, right? So C flat doesn't go to a raised key or a black key, it goes to the very next natural key. So a C flat has 2 different names. We call this an enharmonic tone. C flat is also the same as the note B. So we're going to learn about enharmonic tones a little bit later in the book. Now, when an accidental is written in music, the flat sign comes before the note. So as I'm reading music, I want to be able to see the flat sign before the note that it's written. But when you say it, you don't say flat B, we say B flat. All right? So now let's draw a flat sign in front of these whole notes. So let me do that first. I'm just going to go through each one of these whole notes, and I'm going to draw a flat sign in front of the whole note. But when we say it, we say the flat sign after the letter name. So here's good boys. We say B flat. We write the flat sign after. So here's an A, and I write a flat sign. Here's a D, flat sign. Now low, I have to count down. So good, F, E. So here's an E. Not a whole lot of room there. There's your E flat. Now E here, flat, G, flat, G, flat. Okay, so it's pretty simple to learn how to write flat signs and learn what they do on a keyboard. The more that you can visualize what the keyboard looks like in your head, the less you'll have to depend on a keyboard on the page to figure out the sharps and flats and all of the different accidentals that we're going to have. In the second half of lesson number 12, we're learning about sharp signs. A flat sign lowers a note a half step. A sharp sign raises the pitch of a note a half step. So on a keyboard, it's just the very next key, okay? But I'm going up to the right instead of down to the left. So if I find a C on this keyboard, here's my C because two accidentals, home key is C. This would be a C sharp. D is just the next key, so this is D sharp. So you just go up a half step. Find the note G. Okay, it's helpful to know that three accidentals, here's my home key F, here's G, up a half step, here. F, G, A, up a half step, here. F, okay, we know here's the three accidentals, that's the home key, so here's F. E sharp, all right, so here is E, C, D, E. Now up a half step is here, okay? So that E sharp has another note name, F. So that is an enharmonic tone. So E sharp, kind of tricky because you don't have that accidental between E and F. So an E sharp is F. Number 9, we're drawing a sharp sign on the correct line or space. So if I have a C, I'm thinking all cows. My C would be here. So I have to draw the sharp sign. Now I really want to be careful here because the middle of that tic-tac-toe has to fit within that space. Okay? G. So G is on my borderline. Now I'm thinking of my tic-tac-toe intersecting. The middle here has that line that goes right in between it. D. Okay, same thing here. Want to make sure that the line intersects the middle of the tic-tac-toe or the number sign. A. Right in the space. Want to make sure that that doesn't kind of have the line that goes in between. E. Right in the space. And B. Intersecting the middle of the tic-tac-toe. All right, so you're getting used to drawing sharp signs. Now we're going to draw a sharp sign in front of the note, but spell the note name with a sharp sign after. Let's draw all of our sharp signs first. Now you want to make sure that the sharp sign is in the same space or line as the note, okay? We don't want to put a sharp sign up here when the note is down there. So let's make sure that keep our center of the number sign right in the space or line that the note is on. Okay, keep going, keep going. Here's a G. You don't have to draw them as big as I am, but I like a big old sharp sign. Okay, now let's go back and spell the notes. So F sharp, okay, obvious. Here is F below the staff. Kind of put these way up here, so I'm just going to draw it down here. All right, good boys, do. So this is D sharp. Remember, when we say the note name, the sharp sign comes after, D sharp. G sharp, E sharp, G sharp, and C sharp. So hopefully you are able to find those notes on the staff very quickly. So you're not having to always use good boys do, find always to count up. Pretty soon, GBDFA becomes very natural to you. The same thing with ACEG, okay? All cows eat grass, or you can say it, but do it quickly. All right, if we have that down, then we're ready to move on to our next lesson.